Welcome to the Not a Review podcast, the podcast where I talk about the things, the media that I've been consuming, because consuming is all that I fucking have left. It's all that I have left to fill the fucking void in this rotten, fucking diseased world. Nothing makes me fucking happy. Nothing. And I mean that literally. I'm not just saying that there's not anything that makes me happy, although that's also true. I'm saying literally the only thing that brings me even close to some small feeling of contentment and comfort is the act of doing nothing. Laying around and watching TV or movies. What the fuck is that? I hear a goddamn motorcycle outside. Shut the fuck up. I'm trying to do my miserable fucking job. Talking to this goddamn microphone, this fucking heroin needle that I speak into, that I can't fucking drag myself away from. That's all it fucking is. It's just a goddamn addiction. My addiction is my job, and my job is my hell. Anyways, I finally saw Coco. What a great movie. It's a nice, just a fucking so wholesome Pixar movie about family values or something like that. You know, it's all this Mexican stuff. It's Mexican culture. And I actually watched it with a real-life Mexican. Yes, my good old Mexican pal mystery man. That's what I call him. I'm not going to say my friends' real names on the internet. What am I, a fucking dummy? No. This was a really good movie, though. And, you know, I'm not the kind of guy. I'm not a Pixar sycophant. I'm not the kind of dude to go around kissing Pixar's ass like they're the cure to man's ails. I frankly think a lot of Pixar movies suck ass. I don't give a shit about any of the Cars movies. They seem to get a pass for those, even though they're universally hated by everyone with a functioning brain. But everyone goes so apeshit over fucking Toy Story that they forget that they also made Cars, the worst shit on the planet. And then, you know, I don't even fucking like Monsters, Inc. I think Monsters, Inc. is a fucking worthless derivative fucking ripoff of Ah Real Monsters. Go look that shit up. It was a fucking cartoon on Nickelodeon. That's a Nicktoon from back in the early 90s, and the plot is exactly the same as Monsters, Inc. I always watched Monsters, Inc. Like, why do people like this? Don't you fucking understand that Ah Real Monsters came first? I mean, yeah, you could say that Monsters, Inc. is better than Ah Real Monsters, but it's still, you know, it's not as original a concept as people give it credit for. No, fucking Ah Real Monsters gets no credit. Maybe it should. I'm not saying it's the greatest cartoon ever made. I'm not saying it's that memorable. It's really not. I mean, I had the game for Sega, I think. It probably wasn't even a good show, but give it some credit, for God's sakes. I don't like Monsters, Inc. I don't like the Cars movies. I don't know what else. I mean, Brave I thought was okay when I saw it, but I don't fucking remember anything about it. You know, all the Toy Stories are great, of course. I'll concede that point. Finding Nemo, the first one, is okay. Didn't set my world aflame. Didn't see Finding Dory. I don't give a shit about it. You know, and they have all these other movies that have come out in recent years. I mean, their recent shit has just been crap. No one cares about. Except for, I think, Inside Out people like, but I didn't see that either. The whole content of the movie seemed stupid to me. I don't fucking like, what? Emotions. Shut the fuck up. Get out of here with that shit. I only have one emotion. Pain. What the hell else have I been doing? Have I been consuming? I've been going to Cold Stone lately. It's an ice cream place. What have I been consuming? Like, literally eating now. This is just a fucking food podcast. Why the hell not? Why the fuck not? Nothing matters. But I've gone to Cold Stone a couple times in the last couple weeks. It sucks. I hate it. I hate ice cream. I hate food. I hate fun. It all sickens me. It's all worthless to me. I can't taste it. I can't feel it. All the food I eat tastes like ash in my mouth. All the activities or social gatherings or events I take part in, everyone seems to be enjoying themselves. I look around and I see the smiles on their faces, and I just feel empty inside. Ice cream is fucking worthless. Give you this fucking runny, goopy shit in a bowl with a waffle cone and chocolate sprinkles. Sprinkles are fucking horse shit. What the fuck is the point? of sprinkles. What even is a sprinkle? It's nothing. It's like a fossilized bird turd sitting in your ice cream. And you just fucking sit there and you shovel that shit into your mouth. You can feel yourself getting fatter and sadder and slimier, more worthless with every fucking runny goop sliding down your throat. Every cold spoonful of crappy, poopy, brown fucking chocolate, poo-poo fucking shit poop. Ah! So I just watched Luke Cage Season 2. I don't even know if it's worth talking about. I don't even know what to say about it. I mean, it's a Marvel Netflix show. That's it. That's the review. Or the not review. Whatever the fuck my gimmick is. Who even cares? Who even gives a shit at this point? If you've seen one Marvel Netflix show, you've seen them all. It's about 3 episodes of fun in a 13-episode package, altogether running around 600 hours of mind-numbing tedium and fucking... I actually liked the season, too. Like, I liked it. It was good, is what I'm trying to say. But I'm so trained by these Marvel Netflix shows. I'm so used to hating them. I don't even know how to talk positively about them. Like, fuck, Jessica Jones and Daredevil both had good first seasons, but I mean, that's about it. Everything else... What am I talking about? Why can't I just fucking talk about Luke Cage Season 2? Because I'm trying to say that I liked it. What am I fucking getting bogged down in this negative, this fucking cynical negativity, this headspace of shit? Like, this is like dark, it's like cancer. It's like a cloud. It's like a fucking toxic cloud of miasma that just encompasses. I can't get away from it, because you know what it is? It's just I hate my job so much. I hate my fucking, what my life has become and everything it's taken away from me. I'm so sick of this farcical fucking nightmare of a routine where I sit down hunched over this goddamn computer every day and speak into this fucking microphone about fucking nothing. About fucking nothing. God help me. There's gotta be something different. There's gotta be something better than this. For me. There's gotta be something better. Something better. There's gotta be something better than this for me. Okay. Oh, God. Oh, I gotta fucking... I gotta get out of this. I gotta talk about something positive. Something I really liked. You know what I started watching recently that I've been curious about for a long time, but always held off on committing to because there's just so much of it. This is a 13-season show, about 7,000 fucking episodes. That's a big commitment, so I've been holding off on this. I've always been vaguely aware of it, vaguely curious about it, always thought, you know, it might be interesting, but I don't really want... I've always just been hesitant about it, but I finally took the plunge. I took the Supernatural plunge. Supernatural is a TV show about these two brothers, and they just do supernatural shit. They solve mysteries, they fight ghosts, they fight ghouls, they fight babadooks, spooky dukes, all kinds of scary, spooky bullshit. I'm not that far into it. I'm still on season 1, so I'm gotta be careful when I talk about it because, you know, spoilers. But from what I've seen so far, I can't believe that I have slept on this show for so long. I can't believe that no one told me this show was a fucking masterpiece. This show is incredible. It's like everything I look for in a show. And I don't know why I undersold it to myself for so long. I don't know why I was so hesitant. I guess just because I was afraid to take the plunge because it's so much to watch and you hate to get sucked into something if it's going to be mediocre. It's just such an investment having to binge something. I mean, I remember a couple years ago I binged all of House on Netflix. That was like 170 some episodes of just sitting on the couch watching House all day, every day for weeks. And I don't even remember anything about it either. That's the weird thing, because its house is so weirdly, like, interchangeable. Every episode is the goddamn same, so I watched 170 hours of House, and I could have watched 1 hour of it, and I would have seen the whole fucking show, basically. So that's kind of what I was afraid would be the case with Supernatural here. I was afraid that it would just be the same thing every episode, but it's not, man. It does have, like, an overarching plot and character development. Not too much, not too little, the exact right amount. You know, some shows are too serialized. Some shows you can't watch, you can't just turn them on when you have some time, when you have an hour off, or when you're on your lunch break. You can't just watch it. You have to make a commitment and binge it because it's so serialized. Everything leads right into the next episode. And other shows have the opposite problem where they're not serialized at all, and it feels like nothing that happens means anything or matters because it's just, you know, it's a tightrope. You don't want to go to either extreme too far, but this show, from what I've seen so far, strikes the perfect balance. And again, not very far into it. I think I'm like 13 episodes into it. The last episode I watched, they're looking for their dad in the first season. I don't know if they find him. I don't know what happens. Please, God, don't tell me what happens in Supernatural, because I'm still making my way through it. But I just saw the episode, I think it was like episode 11 or 12 or something, where they first get a phone call from their dad, finally, and he says, "Don't come looking for me. Go fight this scary, spooky scarecrow." And they go fight a spooky scarecrow. And man, that's what I love. Like, every episode is a different monster, and it's all like these urban legend monsters, like urban legends you've heard of, like Bloody Mary and the guy with the hook with the car. You know, you've probably all heard that one around a campfire a time or two. It's just these classic American urban legends, and that's what the show's dripping with. It's dripping with, like, Americana and, like, this stuff you've heard of before vaguely, and it's just their take on it. And stuff like the Scarecrow, like, it's like scary stories to read in the dark, that kind of shit. And they go around in their fucking car, and they just, you know, and the overarching plot is that they're looking for their dad, and they're trying to solve this greater, grand, overarching mystery about demons or something. But in the meantime, they're just solving mysteries from town to town about ghouls, and they look on the internet for weird news stories, and they go investigate, and you kind of wonder to yourself how the hell they're getting the money to do all this, because they don't have a fucking job. They're not getting paid for this. I don't know. Maybe they explain that later. It's just kind of a thing where you suspend your disbelief, I guess. Like, how the fuck are they paying for gas when they're in a new state every fucking episode, solving some new mystery? I don't fucking know. But, man, you know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of fucking Two Brothers from Rick and Morty. They have a strong bond. You don't even want to know about it here. But these two brothers in a van running from all kinds of things. It's literally Two Brothers. It's the actual show that Two Brothers is, I guess. It's just two brothers in a cool car driving around solving mysteries, fighting scarecrows and ghosts and demons and Bloody Marys and all kinds of things. And then the moon comes crashing into Earth, and what are you gonna do then? It's like the best show I've ever fucking seen. It's great. I love it. So there you go. There's your positivity for the fucking evening, for this podcast, this episode. There's your positivity. It's a good show that I wish I had watched sooner, but on the other hand, I don't wish I had watched sooner. I'm glad I held off on it. I'm glad I hesitated for so long, because now I get to see it. Now I get to be seeing it for the first time. If I had seen it sooner, I'd already know that it's great, but I would have already seen it. Now that I've seen it, now I'm seeing it, and it's good. There you go. Hooray. I want their fucking car, man. The car is cool. It's a 67 Impala. I'm a car guy now, by the way. I've been without a car for so long, and saving up money for a car for so long, and looking at cars and looking for a car for so long, that I've finally just become a car guy, like my dad. Like, I never would have thought that would happen. I never would have given a shit about cars, but maybe it's because I'm in my late 20s now, and I'm getting old, and I'm just turning into an old middle-aged man who loves cars. I think maybe eventually that happens to all of us. Cool fucking show. Great fucking show. Thumbs up from this guy.